For Wendy and Noah, this was completely unacceptable. It felt like they had been slapped across the face in public, and they wished they could just dig a hole and disappear into it. The reality of the situation was crushing them. Just then, an older gentleman walked out of the villa. He came straight over to Charlie and asked respectfully, "Hello, are you Mr. Charlie Wade?" Charlie nodded. "I am." "And you are?" The older man said, "Hello, Mr. Charlie. I am Mr. White's housekeeper, and I'm in charge of this villa. You can call me Gavin York. I normally look after the property and keep it clean." Gavin York? Wendy, standing off to the side, stared at him, completely stunned. Her brain just short-circuited. Wasn't he her fiancé Gerald's housekeeper? What was he doing here? Did this villa belong to the White family? If so, why would they give it to Charlie? Wendy quickly asked, "Gavin, what's going on? Is this villa owned by the White family?" Gavin replied, "It used to be, but now it belongs to Mr. Charlie." With that, Gavin looked at Charlie again and asked, "Mr. Charlie, the renovations inside aren't finished yet. When are you planning to move in? I can have the workers speed things up and get everything ready for you." Charlie said calmly, "We won't be moving in for a while. Just keep taking care of the villa. I'll call you before we're ready." "Yes, Mr. Charlie." After Gavin finished speaking, he bowed to Charlie again, then stepped aside, waiting for him to enter. Wendy's eyes looked like they were about to pop out of her head, and the rest of the Wilson family relatives were just as shocked. "The housekeeper for the White family?" Wendy said, still in a daze. "As in Gerald's family?" Charlie looked at her, smiled, and said, "Yes, it's your fiancé's family's house. His father gave it to me." "What?" Wendy's brain felt like it was about to explode. This villa belonged to her fiancé's family? That meant it could have been hers one day. But why was it given to Charlie? This was supposed to be my villa. Wendy's parents were just as confused and angry. The White family was their daughter's future in-laws. Their villa should have naturally gone to their daughter. Why give it to Charlie? It made no sense. Yvonne blurted out, asking Wendy, "Wendy, what is going on with this?" "Did you know about the White family's villa?" Wendy shook her head over and over. "I don't know. I've never heard Gerald talk about it." Yvonne immediately shouted, "Call Gerald right now. Ask him what's going on." "Yeah, I have to." Wendy immediately pulled out her phone and called Gerald. The second he picked up, she asked, "Gerald, does your family own a villa in Thompson?" Gerald replied, "Yeah, we have one." "Why?" Wendy said, a hint of resentment in her voice. "Why have I never heard you mention it? Was that supposed to be our house?" "No," Gerald said. "My uncle bought that villa for my grandpa. He loves the atmosphere at Thompson, so there's no way he would have given it to us." After a moment, Gerald asked, "How did you find out about this?" Tears of frustration started to stream down Wendy's face. "You won't believe this, but your uncle gave the villa away." "He gave it away?" Gerald blurted out. "Who did he give it to?" Wendy broke down, sobbing as she said, "He gave it to Charlie. My loser brother-in-law, Charlie." Gerald was stunned too. The villa in Thompson was the most valuable property the entire White family owned. The house belonged to Salman, Gerald's uncle, and the current head of the White family. Salman, Fred White's father, was the head of the family, while Gerald's dad was just second in command. It wasn't just Gerald. Even his dad was dying to have that villa. But there was no way. Their side of the family just couldn't afford something that expensive. Hearing that his uncle had given the villa to Charlie, Gerald was shocked and completely thrown off. He immediately said to Wendy, "Hang on, I'm going to ask my uncle about this." Wendy hung up, gritted her teeth, and glared at Charlie. "Charlie, what kind of trick did you pull to get this villa from Mr. Salman?" Charlie said casually, "Mr. Salman practically begged me to take this villa." "That's a lie," Wendy snapped. "You have no connection to the White family. Why would he give you such an expensive house for no reason? You must have used some dirty trick." Just then, Gerald called Wendy back. Wendy, my uncle seemed busy. He said one thing and then hung up on me. Charlie smirked, pulled out his phone, put it on speaker, and dialed Salman's number. The call connected instantly. Wendy froze, stunned. "Mr. Wade!" Salman's voice was practically dripping with praise. "You must have seen the villa in Thompson by now. I do hope you're satisfied." Charlie replied, "I saw the villa. Overall, it's not bad. I like it." Salman quickly said, "Mr. Wade, I'm so glad you like it." Charlie said calmly, "I just called to let you know that I'm very happy with the villa. If there's anything you need, just let me know, and I'll do everything I can to take care of it. I want to make sure you're completely satisfied, Mr. Wade." The crowd around them was silent, completely in shock. She couldn't believe it. Salman actually gave this villa to Charlie. Why? The idea that Salman, a man her own fiancé had to treat with respect, was now acting like a lapdog for a loser like Charlie was unbearable. Her face burned with embarrassment. Finally, she couldn't hold it in any longer and yelled at Charlie's cell phone. "Mr. Salman, this is Gerald's fiancée, Wendy. You wouldn't just give this villa to Charlie for no reason. What's going on? Excuse me, who are you? And who gave you the right to question my personal business?" Salman said coldly. Wendy's face felt like it was on fire. Charlie said calmly, "Salman, you should probably explain it to them, otherwise they're going to think I'm a liar." "Of course," Salman said right away. "Since Mr. Wade asked, I'll make it clear to everyone. I owe Mr. Wade a huge debt, so I gave him this villa as a gift. And if any of you clowns dare to question Mr. Wade again, I will make you regret it." Wendy was completely humiliated. She couldn't believe she had been scolded so harshly. Her face was bright red, and she looked like she was about to burst into tears. Seeing how upset Wendy was, Noah couldn't just stand by. He tried to smooth things over, clearing his throat and saying, "Mr. Salman, Wendy is still young. She was just curious. She didn't mean any harm." Salman completely ignored him and said respectfully, "Mr. Wade, is there anything else you need me to explain?" "That's all," Charlie nodded. "Then I won't bother you any further. Please call me if you need anything at all." Charlie just grunted in acknowledgement and hung up the phone. Charlie, is this really the villa the White family gave you?" Jacob finally processed it, his mouth hanging open in surprise. "Dad, it is," Charlie smiled. "But you," Jacob stammered, feeling like he was in a dream. Clare quickly helped him to a chair. "Dad, sit down and take a minute. Now that Mr. White explained everything, everyone knows how Charlie got the villa. He came by it honestly." Clare emphasized the words, "came by it honestly," aiming her comment directly at the Wilson relatives. Yvonne clutched her chest in disbelief and muttered, "The White family is really something else. If they're just giving away a multi-million-dollar mansion, why not give it to us?" She wasn't the only one who couldn't believe it. Everyone else found it incredible, and Harold was burning with jealousy. They couldn't afford a mansion like that in 10 lifetimes. But why did a golden opportunity like this fall into the lap of a loser like Charlie? What kind of stupid luck is that? Noah's face was pale. It wasn't just that Salman had ignored him. He felt that this villa should have belonged to his daughter one day, and now, in the blink of an eye, it was in Charlie's hands. He just couldn't accept it. He looked at his crying daughter, then back at Charlie, feeling a fresh wave of anger. He'd looked down on Jacob for years, and now he was being shown up by his live-in son-in-law. What a disgrace! Noah said sternly, "Charlie, tell everyone, what kind of favor does Mr. White owe you? Don't tell me you went and used the Wilson family name to get something from him." Charlie said calmly, "That's my personal business. I don't see how it concerns you." He turned and said to Gavin, "It's getting late. Please show our guests out." Noah might call himself an elder, but in Charlie's eyes, he was less than nothing. Gavin nodded respectfully and said to the crowd, "I'm sorry, everyone. Right this way. I'll see you all to the door." Noah huffed in anger, completely humiliated, and stormed out. Wendy shot Charlie a look full of pure hatred before following her father out. The rest of the family was practically falling apart. They had always looked down on the live-in son-in-law, and now he had struck it rich. It was more than they could handle. Gavin closed the door behind them and quietly retreated to the guest quarters, leaving Charlie's family in peace. Once Harold's family was gone, Claire turned to Charlie. "Okay, Charlie, now you have to tell us the truth. What did the White family owe you for?" Charlie paused for a moment, trying to figure out how to explain it. A few days ago, the White family had brought Owen Pierce into their circle, hoping to dominate the Auris Hills metaphysics scene. But Owen Pierce ended up getting killed by his own thunderclap charm. The White family was terrified that Charlie would blame them too, so they sent him the villa as a peace offering. They were afraid that if Charlie got angry, he would kill them. After a moment, Charlie said, "I helped the White family with some energy alignment, so they gave me this villa." "What?" Claire and her parents were shocked. "Charlie, you're doing energy alignment for people?" Claire's eyes widened. Charlie nodded. "Yeah." Claire asked, confused, "Where did you learn it?" Charlie smiled and said, "On TV. You know, from those mystic arts shows." Claire panicked and blurted out, "Are you crazy? You watched a TV show and now you're pretending to be an expert? And you accepted a villa this expensive?"
To know more, listen to the audio series Heir in Hiding, only on the Pocket FM app.